आज हम लोग देखते हैं क्वेश्चन ऑफ द डे में। आज हमने डेरिवेशन ऑफ श्रोडिंगर वेव इक्वेशन दिया था। उसमें क्या है कि हम इसीलिए इसको वीडियो बना के दे रहे हैं क्योंकि इससे रिलेटेड एक क्वेश्चन हमने पूछा था IIT JAM टेस्ट 2 में। तो उसमें कुछ स्टूडेंट का रिक्वेस्ट आया कि आप इसको कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे, है ना। सो अब इसमें से हाफ ऑफ द रिक्वेस्ट है इंग्लिश में और हाफ ऑफ द रिक्वेस्ट है हिंदी में। तो मैं ट्राई करता हूँ कि इसको इंग्लिश में करूँ। अगर किसी को दिक्कत हो रहा है तो कहिएगा, फिर मैं इसको हिंदी में करूँगा। ओके, सो श्रोडिंगर वेव इक्वेशन का डेरिवेशन। ओके, सो वी आर गोइंग टू डू श्रोडिंगर वेव इक्वेशन डेरिवेशन। ओके, सो इन दैट we'll see, okay, Schrodinger wave equation. Okay, so in that you can see this is the wave, correct, and that start from 0. Okay, from here till here it is wavelength, correct, and it is going to the propagation direction of propagation is x direction. Correct. So we can say that if omega is the amplitude of the wave, okay, and for this wave omega is the amplitude, we can write if omega is the amplitude of the wave at any point whose coordinate is x at any time t, okay, then the equation for such a wave function is such a wave motion is okay, we can write dou square omega dou x square equal to 1/v square, okay, dou square omega dou t square. This we will represent at equation 1. Okay, so in this you can see this v is velocity. Okay, so it is like that. Consider the simplest type of wave motion. Okay, so this is a simplest type of wave motion. Okay, like that, or the vibration of a stretch, okay, vibration of a stretch string. So we have stretch, this is string traveling along the x-axis. We are seeing only the x direction, okay, x-axis with a velocity v, okay, and omega is the amplitude of the wave, okay, at any point whose coordinate is x, okay, whose coordinate is x. Suppose we are taking coordinate from here till, sorry, okay, little bit extra. So this is the coordinate of x, okay, at any time t. Then the equation for such a wave motion is this one. Okay, so now you understood, right? This is for x direction, correct? Now we can see from the above equation omega is a function of x and t. What is x? X is displacement, and t is time, okay, per unit time how much displacement is happening. Okay, you can say in that way also, correct? So this we may write omega directly, okay, omega equal to function of x into function of t. This may be equation 2, correct? Excuse me. And write where fx is a function of the coordinate x only, correct, and ft is a function of the time t only, correct. And for the stationary wave, okay, so stationary wave or standing wave, I'll tell you what is stationary wave. But for the stationary wave, we have ft equal to a sine 2 pi frequency into t. Okay, in that this one is frequency, okay, mu is frequency, vibration, a is constant, that is equal to the maximum amplitude, okay, of the wave, correct. So what is stationary or standing wave? Suppose okay, one wave is like sinusoidal wave, that is if you go and standing in seesaw, you can see that wave is coming, okay, towards your towards the surface, but it is not like that unidirectional, okay, so that it is coming towards only you, it is going the another part of sea also. But in stationary and standing waves, what is happening, it is start from one point. Suppose you start from this point, in x direction you have kept one more point, so take one string and tie it into different pin, okay, suppose these two are pin, so tied in this and then vibrate it. So what will happen, it will go in this direction, sorry, okay, suppose this is the wave, okay, and again it is going and touching there and coming back, correct, with the same okay. To fix point, you have fixed this string, and now what is happening, you are allowed to travel this wave, okay, in one direction only when the wave reaches the other end, okay, when the wave reaches the other end, it is diverted in the opposite direction, means again coming to the point A. Suppose this is point A and this is point B. Once it is touching to the point B, again it is coming back to the point A, correct, with the same wavelength, same speed and same amplitude, okay, but the opposite direction. If it is going to the direction x, it is coming back direction minus x, correct. So such type of wave, we call it stationary wave or standing wave, correct. So now continue. Substitute this value in omega, our equation 3, right, this is equation 3, correct. Now write, substituting the value of, okay, function t from equation 3, so this was equation 3, in equation 2, okay, we are putting in equation 2. So what we get omega equal to, okay, equation 2 is equal to omega equal to fx ft. So fx will be there, remains the same, only this ft part will change. We are going to put that from equation 3. So omega equal to fx a sine 2 pi nu t Okay, this will be equation 4. Okay, now we will differentiate this equation. Okay, so differentiating equation 4 twice. Okay, double differentiation, in other word we can say double differentiation, or differentiating equation 4 twice with respect to x, because we are seeing in x direction only, unique direction. Then after that, solving this equation, we will put for all the 3 direction, x, y and z. Okay, so this is 1D motion itself. So with respect to x, what we get dou square omega dou x square dou square fx dou x square f t. Okay, sorry, we have to differentiate with respect to t, because equation 4, okay, t is there. So with respect to t, sorry, we are not going to differentiate with respect to x, sorry. Okay, we are going to differentiate with respect to t. So what we get, dou square omega bate dou t square equal to minus fx 4 pi square, okay, a sine 2 pi frequency t, okay, equal to 4 pi square fx ft. This is equation 5, correct? This is equation 5. After double differentiating, okay, you are getting this value, and we are doing with respect to t. So whatever the t here it is coming, okay, 4 pi square mu square t, so that t is changing, a sine 2v 2 pi nu and t, again it is coming back. Okay, so in place of this we are putting ft. Okay, we know, right? Then differentiate the equation 2. Okay, this equation, differentiating equation 2 twice with respect to x, what we get dou square omega dou x square with respect to x, right, equal to dou square fx dou x square ft. This is equation 6, correct? So what happened, we got this value and this one also, है ना, with respect to time and with respect to x. So these two value we are going to put in equation 1. Okay, this value and this one, these two will replace with the value whatever we have in right hand side. We are going to put, and we'll see what will be our resultant. Okay, so we'll do substituting the values of dou square omega dou t square and dou square omega dou x square from equation t square is 5 and equation 6 into the equation 1. We get, let's see, dou square fx dou x square t. Okay, in place of this we have put this one equal to 1 but a velocity square. Okay, here minus is there, so minus will put minus 4 pi square, okay, mu square fx ft. Okay, so ft and ft get cancel out, correct? What is remaining? Dou square fx dou x square equal to minus 4 pi square e square but a velocity square. This is nu square and this is velocity square, okay, and function fx. So this will be equation 7, correct? So we got equation 7. Now for further solving, okay, so one thing you can see in entire this equation we are not finding any time, right? So we can say this equation is time independent. Okay, this is not time dependent equation, this is time independent, okay, and hence represents the variation of the amplitude function fx with x only, okay, because we are taking in x direction, x coordinate, so x only, okay. And let us solve. We know, okay, velocity equal to frequency into lambda, okay, or else in place of velocity you can write c, okay, velocity of light. So this will be equation 8. Okay, now substitute this value in equation 7. What we are going to get? Substituting this value in equation 7, okay, what we get? We get dou square fx but a dou x square equal to minus 4 pi square lambda square fx, okay. This will be equation 9, okay. So this equation is derived for your wave motion in one direction only, okay. This equation is wave motion in one direction only, okay, but we want for all the 3 direction, correct? This equation we are extending for 3 dimension, okay. In 3 dimension what will happen? We have to take all the coordinate, or we can directly represent the psi, and psi is having a wave function in all the directions, suppose x, y and z, all the 3 direction, okay, or simply written, or we can write simply psi, that is also a valid thing, okay. So what will happen for all the 3 direction? It will be dou square psi dou x square dou square psi dou y square dou square psi z square, okay, equal to minus 4 pi square lambda square psi. This will be equation 10, okay. See, what is the difference between these two equations? Wherever the fx is there, you have taken psi, okay. Psi may be x direction, y direction, z direction. So this is for x direction, this one is for y direction, this one is for z direction, correct? And here the psi is fx, okay, psi x, y, z, okay. So now this is for all particles, okay. This equation is for all kind of particles, okay, like electrons, nuclei, atoms, molecules, photon, okay, for all kind of particles, okay, this equation will be valid, okay. So and we know according to de Broglie equation, lambda equal to h by mv, okay. M is mass, v is velocity, and h is Planck constant, okay. So if we replace this lambda, okay, here, so what will happen to the equation 10? Okay, just substitute this value, lambda value, in this. So dou square psi dou x square dou square psi dou y square dou square psi dou z square equal to minus 4 pi square, okay, 4 pi square h square, and here m square v square psi. Okay, so this is one more equation, correct? And then again, if you want to modify with the respect of energy, you can modify it later. So total energy, what will be total energy? E of the particle equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy, correct? So that is E equal to 1/2 mv square plus v, okay, or we can write 1/2 mv square equal to E minus v, or we can write mv square equal to E minus v twice. Okay, so put this value mv square here, this will be m into mv square, so 4 pi square m, and instead of mv square you put this value. Okay, let's see what is happening. Substituting this value in equation 11, what is happening? Dou square psi dou x square plus dou square psi dou y square plus dou square psi dou z square plus this minus is there, we will bring back this side, so it will be plus, and this side it will be 0. Okay, so just write down how it is. 4 pi square m, and instead of mv square we will write into 2 E minus v divided by, we have h square, and psi equal to 0. Then dou square psi dou x square plus dou square psi dou y square dou square psi dou z square plus 8 pi square m बटे h square. Okay, here it is E minus v psi equal to 0. This is equation 13, and this is the final equation, Schrodinger wave equation solved. This is the final equation. Okay, after solving Schrodinger wave equation for the simplification, you will get this, and one more type you will get this. See this m square v square, right? So you can replace this one with p, momentum, right? So p square, momentum, so it will be minus 4 pi square p square h square psi equal to 0. You bring this side, so that can be also done. So you have to play with the formulas. Okay, so if you play with the formula, you'll get different equations. Okay, and you can solve all the particular problems. So in this entire problem, I'll show what I have asked in your exam, right? So first equation was this, you can see option A was this, correct, and option B was this. So this is also correct, these two are relevant. And then C or D, I have asked you this one, so sorry, this one, so this one is also correct. Simple, this equation only, if you are doing double differentiation with respect to x, you are getting this equation. So 1 2 3, there are so many. Okay, you can write, there are so many which is directly related to the equation 1. Okay, correct. Thank you.